All right, good morning, y'all. We are again out here. I'm trying out a new hook today. I'm pretty excited about this hook, I really am. After messing with them short shank regular circle hooks, I've gotten a lot of good suggestions on my last two videos about what type of hook to get. Well, see if I can get a good close-up of these. These hooks are from Ironside Catfishing, and once I seen these hooks, I was like, holy crap, that's exactly what I'm looking for. And so I've been given a lot of different ideas of the same, basically they're the same hook, same style hook. The only difference is these ones come from Japan. Now I don't know if that makes a whole hell of a lot, but it seems like, I don't know, each one that I've seen, it seems like they're a lot better quality. I just really like the way they look, I like the way they feel. You know, they're nice and, I mean, they're strong. But like I said, there's been a lot of people that have suggested more or less the same style hook, but I just happened to come across, like I said, these ones from Ironside Catfishing, and I like them. So like I said in my last video, these were the ones that was waiting to come in the mail, and I'm excited to try them. We're back out in the same, the shallow flat. I scanned it. We still got a lot of fish here, because the main thing is I want to catch fish. I want to catch fish so I can test out these hooks. And just see if I like them, you know, and see if they perform as good as the short shank circle hooks that I was using last week. So I got skipjack for bait. I caught me a monster skipjack. That's what I'm gonna start out with. Big head out the back and bigger chunks on the bottom. But like I said, I see a lot of fish down there, and last time we come through here, I only had a little bit of time to fish it, but today we're probably gonna come across this spot twice. So yeah, man, we're gonna get baited up and get out there. I'm pretty excited. I can't wait to see what happens when a fish gets a hold of that hook. The other thing I'm gonna do is, I also had a lot of people telling me that, you know, that I'm setting the hook on a circle hook. And I guess, yeah, technically I am. I mean, if you watch it, I am. But the biggest thing that I do is, especially with the, you know, everything on the, you know, on the planer boards, is that from the rod, you have a big angle of line, and then of course another big angle of line. And what I try to do is I try to close that distance as fast as I can. And sometimes these reels, they're not as fast as I would like them to be. I like them because they have a lot of line capacity. That's good. But yeah, it does two things. What it does is well, three things actually. Is it takes that, because the clips that I use on my boards, you don't have to do them by hand, you can just pop them free. But when I do that, when I basically jerk the rod up, it takes that slack, that angle away, it pops the board free, and if that hook is just barely kind of hanging, well, what that does is that extra pressure pulls it in. But I'm gonna try it. Everybody says with these hooks, all you gotta do is reel down. So that's what I'm gonna do today. So it's going to take me a minute because I had to get away from that with the Gamagatu style hooks, because I lost so many fish just by reeling down, and before you got out of the rod holder, they pop off. It just seemed like there wasn't enough pressure to penetrate that hook. So, well, we're going to try it today. You'll probably catch me slipping up a few times, but we're going to try it. All right, we'll get baited up, get this stuff out there. Ooh, there's a fish. Okay, so reel down, they said. Okay. Man, I tell you what, we drug a long dang ways for this fish. I'm just curious, make sure he doesn't come unpinned. Don't feel like a bad one. Get this board out of the way. But he doesn't feel like a great big one either. I feel him down there twirling. Wonder if they're running deeper today. It kind of seems like they are. Yeah, he's twirling. That was a big piece of skipjack too, so I'm curious to see where he was hooked. Because he ain't that big. He's just really wanting to get away though. That's a fact. God dang. Yeah, he was just really wanting to get away. I mean, he's not a bad one, but he's covered in mud. I bet that's what's happening. I bet these cold fronts coming through. I bet they pushed down deeper in that mud. Golly, I'm gonna talk about. Man, it almost went through the top of his head. I like that. Yeah, I like that. Almost come through the top of his head. Alrighty, buddy. Thank you. It's a shame we had to drag all that way to catch you. Good. My God, y'all. Battery went dead as soon as this rod went down. So I had to make sure he was hooked. Had that rod take off. We come across the wad of fish. As soon as that rod went down, the battery went dead. And he's a good one too. He's definitely a good one. I was like, holy crap, I seen that takedown. I just couldn't believe it. He's a good one. Like I said, there's more down there too. Yeah, I know, buddy. You done got me all tangled up. I'm trying to change out batteries. Yeah, he done got me. He done got that line over there. Now, come here, buddy, so we can get y'all untangled and stuff. I was like, as soon as that rod went down, I'm like, oh man. Yeah, dog. You could have done all that out there if you wanted to. Oh yeah, he's a good one. He's a good one. Might be able to get lucky on this. That old hook. I mean, that hook has got him good. I know, buddy. I know, buddy. Hang on. I'm gonna try to do this without you tangling everything else up again. I think he done flopped the wrong way. Man, would you stop? I know. All you were doing is you're down there trying to get you a meal. Next thing you know, there was a hook in it. Okay, all right, let's get this. There we go. Okay. Yeah, I ain't kidding you. As soon as I heard the beep of the camera go off, that rod just doubled. Ate that big old white bass head. I mean, skipjack head. Oh yeah, look at that dude. Ouch, ouch, ouch. Look at that dude. Straighten out, Bubba. Come on, straighten out. Here we go. Look at that dude right there. Yeah, I got a picture of this dude. Oh yeah, this fish. He's definitely in the 30s. Probably closer to 40, if I had to guess. Thank you, buddy. Oh, that was a heavy fish. Big old fat gut on him. Heck yeah. he was biting down on my hand. He was not gonna let go. All right, well, good morning, y'all. So yeah, we it's a foggy morning to say the least. So I didn't go very far from where I launched the boat, but I don't see a lot of people fishing this area, so I figured, heck with it, I'll give it a shot. I'm gonna combine yesterday's video with today's video just because, well, I didn't catch many fish yesterday, but I had a lot of bites, a lot of little fish bite. And you know how that works, especially when you're fishing skipjack. I mean, they just flat tear up some bait to the point where they actually ran me out of bait. So I had to run around and try to find some more bait for today, which skipjack, they're all over the place right now. And you know, they're hit or miss unless you find a big school, which I come across one yesterday. I come across the mother lode yesterday. Only problem was they were all about that long, so I had to keep fishing through them, you know, to get the bigger ones. But I ended up getting enough for today. So we're gonna drag this area here, and we have zero current. So, and you know, because when it happens, I don't start getting bit till they start turning on the current, which is at the dam. It's usually about 9 o'clock, but we won't see it till, you know, down here till 10, 11 o'clock, just depends. And that's when I start getting bit. So. But we're gonna give this a shot till this fog lifts, and we're gonna move on up to where I really want to fish, but I'll show you just how thick it is. It's thick. You can't see nothing up there. It's starting to, you can see where it's starting to kind of clear off a little bit, so that's gonna help, but it's still gonna be probably closer to 9 o'clock before I can do anything. So, so we're gonna sit back and see if we can't drag something up here. I don't have very high hopes for this spot, but we'll see. I don't know if he's on there or what. Yeah, he's on there. I think he just messed around and got hooked. I think he just come off. Well, I think, yeah, he just come off. No, he's still on there. He's just swimming to me. That's exactly what it done, is he just messed around and got hooked. Yeah, I'm telling you what, that whole reeling down thing, I'm not a... Hooks just aren't, I mean, they're doing their job, they're just not setting like they're supposed to. So the next one, I'll go back to the way I used to do it. There's a little guy. I appreciate it. That's what happened. You're down there playing with that piece of bait and got hooked, didn't you? Boop, 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 boop. There we go. Again, not a monster, but he may already be tangled up in it. Like I said, not a monster, but I think he's better. He's definitely better than the last one, for sure. Yeah, he's definitely better than the last one. I think he's just down there just twirling. Yeah, down there just twirling. And he's all kinds of tangled up. How did you manage that, Bubba? I don't know. I don't know what you got going on here. Ah, yeah, I was gonna say, because he wasn't even really hooked. He had everything all twisted up around him. He was about like, he was a little bit bigger than the last one. He wasn't. So I guess when he hit it, as you can see, I guess when he hit it, he turned all that around. He had it all messed up. God dog. Yeah, I guess he come up and hit. Of course, that happens too. I've had him do that more than not. They just come up and, because they'll come up so fast and they'll just hit it, then it just kind of gets into everything and then it twists it all up. Like I said, he wasn't even really hooked. All right, so you got to fix that. Oh yeah. Again, not a monster. Not a monster. We're in right at 40 foot of water. Kind of put the brakes on there. Yes. I don't know. Okay, he's a better fish. He was just swimming to me. Okay. Yeah. I say he was just swimming to me, had me fooled. He's a blue for sure. Acting all crazy. I don't know how big he is, but he ain't all that big, but yeah. I mean, if you're gonna hook one behind the tooth patch, that's the way to do it. I want y'all to look at this. So I said about these hooks. I know you can't see inside of his mouth, but it is beyond the tooth patch, and that barb is on the other side of the. It was on the other side of the tooth. Oh, heck yeah! Any more rods taking off? Heck yeah! Look at that. Oh, oh! Settle down, buddy. I'm gonna let you go in a minute. Heck yeah! I mean, just dead buried behind that tooth patch. That is awesome. Thank you, buddy. There you go. I mean, dead behind that tooth patch. All right. All right, let me get this one back out. All right. I knew he was going to have to use it at some point today. Yep, I knew he was going to have to use it at some point. Well, that didn't work out nowhere near like I had planned. I got that. That's a 4-foot drift sock. That thing, when it opens up, it's almost like instant stop on this boat. But it definitely does the trick. That's a fact. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's a better fish there. That's a better fish there. I don't know how much better, but he sure feels better for sure. At least he did in the beginning. Okay, now he's starting to get a little heavy. Heck yeah. I think he's just swimming to me because he dang sure. He felt a lot better in the beginning for sure. He's not, he's just aggressive. I thought for sure that was a better fish. Tell you what, these old fish in this current, man, they'll fool you every single time. All right, we'll take a look. I hear you, buddy. Take a look, see where it got him. Right there at the corner of the mouth. And that's on these little fish, which would typically be, you know, skin hook, whisker hook, you name it. God, dog. I mean, it is behind bone and everything else. That's what. God, dog. Yeah. Well, all right, buddy. I appreciate it. Man, you fought like a... I thought for sure you was a much bigger fish. That's all right. That's all right. Yep, you ain't gonna do it, are you? It did. Cool. Oh, that's a fish. God, dog. I'm glad y'all see that takedown because I dang sure wasn't paying attention. I dang sure wasn't paying attention. I thought I was done whenever I got the one rod unhung. Not a monster. I can see him back there twirling. And by God, he wanted it. That's a fact. Man, I'll tell you what, that's the thing. We've just been dinked to death the last couple days. We must have come across a wad of them or something because that pink rod just took off too. Right here on this little point little underwater point. Well, doofy. Yeah, if we were wanting a bunch of eaters, this is the place to do it. Another dink. But he hit it though, I'll give him credit. But another dink. Yeah, he's slightly bigger than a dink. Slightly bigger than a dink. Yeah, he's slightly bigger than a dink. Not much bigger, but slightly bigger. God dog, boy, he was wrapped up all in that line. Got that old hook exposed. Ah, come on now. Open up. I mean, got him right through the head. Well, I appreciate it, buddy. At least you wanted it. Get dang slime up. Because it doesn't really matter how much you wash your hands when you get done grabbing a fish like that. You'll be sitting there 30 minutes later and you'll be like, so like, look, I just washed my hands. You'll be sitting there 30 minutes later going like, God, where'd this slime come from? Oh man. Well, all right, y'all, I'm gonna close this out. Like I said, I'm gonna add yesterday's video and today's video together. Wasn't real spectacular catfishing. So I'm just gonna kind of, you know, combine them because I'm trying out these. These are the, well, I showed you the Ironside catfishing hooks. Okay, that design I've seen a lot of different places, but I guess they get their hooks from a different place. You know, like I said in the very beginning of the other videos, you know, most of your hooks are coming from China, but these ones, he said that, you know, he gets them from a place that makes them in Japan. And I tried them out, and they're a good hook. I mean, I like them. The only, oh, well, he didn't get serious about that one. But I like them. It just seemed like when I was using the regular circle hooks with the short shank, you know, the thicker wire stuff, it just seemed like I was getting a lot deeper hookups and stuff. We must have come over a wad of fish, but so I don't know, but it kept hitting like it was behind the tooth patch, so it kept getting like stuck right there on the bone part instead of going beyond it. That happened on 2 fish. The other fish, it penetrated, I mean, really good. So I guess you really can't go wrong with either hook you choose to use. The first ones I was using, and then of course the ones I've been using today. But I guess, like, there was a guy that told me in one of the comments in my last video, he said that, you know, it's getting that time of year where catfish are, they're starting to get feed up for the winter and stuff, so they're not going to be real particular about the bait and what it's hooked to. Now, there is some truth to that, from what he said, is that the Gamakatsu style hooks, they have a little bit more, now that's a fish. Hold on, let me get this fish first, then I'll finish closing out the video. Which again, he's another dink. Try to bring him up so he don't get tangled up in my other line. Don't think he's gonna let me. Yeah, he's coming up. Well, good. But anyway, like I was saying, see, these hooks they're definitely doing their job, you know what I mean? So God dog, boy, I tell you what, these things they're tough to get out. Yeah, well, that was definitely hung up. All right, buddy. Appreciate it. Well, anyway, like I was saying before I was rudely interrupted, them hooks, they do the job, man. I like them. Are they comparable to the short shank circle hooks? Yeah, they are. I kind of, if I had to really say that if I'm going to rely on something, these are definitely going to be the two hooks out of all the ones that I've seen. Now I'm starting to get, of course, once I started this venture, I'm getting a lot of people sending me different hooks and stuff like that to try, which I'm going to try them all, you know. But anyway, back to what the guy was saying. He said they're not too particular about what they're eating and stuff, and I agree, because they're wanting to feed it for the winter right now, and that's exactly what they're going to be doing. They're just going to be trying to put on or eat as much as they possibly can. But still, I think that I've been having a lot more success off of these short shank hooks than I am the longer shank, and we discussed that being longer, you know, it may just be that metal feel they don't like. Now, a bigger cat, I don't know. It's hard to say, because usually they'll just inhale it and then go about their business. But then at the same time, maybe some of the bigger cats do feel that, and they're like, no, I don't want it. But either way, we're gonna continue the quest. Like I said, I got some more hooks coming in. I'm gonna give them a shot, and we'll see. But so far, this hook, the Ironside catfishing hook, and the short shank heavy wire circle hook for Mad Cats is by far my two favorites. Just based off the, you know, the last few trips that I've taken, pretty much if they get hooked up, I'm not losing them. Where, like I said, with the Gamakatsu style hooks, I would lose them. I would be so worried to hook into a fish, because I figured for sure they were gonna, you know, pop off. But anyway, I'll keep you guys updated on what ends up being my #1 hook that I choose. And we'll get this all figured out, and hopefully it helps y'all. I mean, you know, you probably, like I was stuck with the same hook for a lot of years. But it doesn't hurt to try different things when it comes to hooks, tackle, whatever. Just try different things and see, because there may be something better out there now. I don't, you know, you just never know. But anyway, on that, I surely do appreciate you guys watching this one, and I'll catch you on the next one.